Woo, Schmidty! Welcome to the Bowfishing Buzz podcast, episode 111.
111, baby.
Brought to you by
AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing, both family-owned businesses, proudly made in the USA, built tough, built by bowfishers, and trusted by shooters across the nation.
From reels and bows to arrows and accessories, AMS and Megamouth have you covered. Take the fight to invasive fish with American-made bowfishing muscle.
From first shots to big wins, AMS and Megamouth help make memories on the water that last a lifetime. Good deal there. We got the AMS and Megamouth punchline there.
Yes.
Also, the Bowfishing Buzz sponsored by Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. End Designs, Leatherwork, and Embroidery. Some fantastic sponsors of the podcast. We're ready to rock and roll. Matt, it's episode 111. It seems like just yesterday.
Triple ones.
Yeah, it seems like just yesterday we were doing episode 100. It seems like we were getting all prepped up, ready to do our giveaways for episode 100. And that is in the past. It's gone. Yep. It's ridiculous. We've been flying through here. I can't believe it's the middle of October.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Time is flying by. You know, Derek, my wife and I, we had two daughters. Had a great time in the house, going to sporting events, doing all kinds of high school activities.
As they were growing up?
As they were growing up, and it was just a wonderful time.
Yeah.
You know, they both have moved on out. And I thought, well, maybe now that the kids are gone, time will slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I see
the
thinking.
It's just the wife and I at home now.
Maybe a little bit more relaxed lifestyle.
Yeah, we're going to be running here on the weekends. We're not going to be going here on Thursday night, basketball games, cross-country meets, you know, all that stuff.
Yep.
I think it's going faster.
Isn't that just the suckaroo?
It's like, tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
If I come to work on Monday and we work 4 days, so we're off on Friday and Saturday, it seems like, boom, I'm right into a Friday again.
It is
and then
crazy.
all of a sudden, boom, I'm right back to a Monday again. And then, boom, I'm right back to a Friday again.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It is wild. As much as, you know, we...
My gosh.
We stay busy here. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
We got lots of things going on, but the weeks fly by,
Oh,
even at work. Like today, I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, we do a little, for everyone listening, we do a little team building event Wednesdays after our morning meeting. It's fun. We have we'll play trivia or a little game just to help with the team building aspect of things. And I'm sitting in there today. It was my turn to do the team building. Our meeting's at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I look down at my computer. Oh, it's 9:40. Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 9:40. I look at the date. I'm like, that's the 15th. What? Oh my God! It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Crazy. I can't believe how fast time goes.
Speaking on you saying that you thought time was gonna go a little bit slower when the girls are out.
Yeah.
If I know anything about Mathew Schillinger, is that Mathew Schillinger does not sit still. You're always doing something. So I see why time still flies because you're a busy body.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how fast the days are going by. It's almost scary.
Oh.
It's almost scary at how fast everything's moving. It just seems like the world is just so fast right now. It's just fast.
A lot going on, man.
And it's crazy.
A lot going on.
It's crazy.
A lot going on.
Speaking of that, Schmitty.
Actually, speaking of something before you get into that, I've got a bone to pick with you because my butt is not as comfortable right now as it used to be.
That's right.
Would you like to comment on that? Because I can feel it right now in my glutes. Yeah. My little padded cushion seems to be missing from my chair.
I was working in the shop last week.
You came up here and stole it?
I did.
And you didn't return it.
I did not return your little padded cushioning for your chair for
I feel not only uncomfortable, I also feel like 3 inches shorter. So,
well, good.
Get ready.
Get down to my level now, big guy.
Okay. Anyway, as you were saying.
It's October.
It is, yep. Mid-October.
I just told you last week, I thanked my mother a couple days ago because I was born...
Yeah.
Or we're getting cell cam pics.
Isn't that appropriate? Turn that ringer off. Everyone's going to be hearing Tacticam notifications.
And I thanked her because I was born, I think, in the prettiest month up here in Wisconsin. Yeah. And it's also my favorite time of the year, October. Yeah. Hunting, the end of October. I love it. It's beautiful out right now here, Schmitty.
It is.
It's gorgeous. And it's just going to keep getting a little bit better before all the leaves fall off, but it's beautiful up here.
Yeah.
And with that brings... archery hunting, lots of things are changing. We know we're a bowfishing podcast, but we love to whitetail hunt also.
Yep, we're big serious whitetail hunters here. We have a lot of people who are very serious into it, which is really cool because it creates such a cool little community here, of stuff that we can talk about. But like what you're saying, Matt, too, like the pretty October months. One, you've got the pretty fall colors.
Absolutely.
Two, to me, you're going to be hard-pressed to find better, more beautiful weather anywhere in the United States than Wisconsin in October. Now, these temps that I'm about to say are probably going to be freezing cold to some people, but like typically on average here, we're getting like a highs, maybe let's say the high is 60, low is 40. To me, it is the most amazing.
Comfortable.
Yes. Awesome. You're wearing pants and a hoodie to work. It gets warmer during the middle of the day. At night when you're out in the woods hunting, it cools off. It feels like yeah, this is bow season, baby. It just feels right. I love it. Yes. I love it.
Yep. I was just walking out of the woods. I went hunting Monday after work, and I was walking out, and it's getting, it's dark out, as I'm walking on the trail, and I just,
I know the smell.
Took a big old deep breath of that fall, the leaves,
fresh,
crisp air.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crisp.
Yep,
wonderful.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Karen, how is your bow hunting going, Schmidty?
It's going good. I mean, I hunted a little bit early season, and that early season, I've had luck in early season before. So you got to strike when iron's hot. That's something I've learned big time. If you got a deer that's showing up, you got to get on him as soon as you can, because he might not do that again. But when you're sitting in the stand and you're sweating, sweat walking in, you're fighting mosquitoes in the blind.
Right.
Oh, like I get it. It's you got to go do it, but man, it just doesn't feel right.
And you were just talking about the temps here for this time of year.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Right. Leading up to this, we've been untraditionally warm. Yes.
In the 80s at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yep.
76 in the afternoon. So, yes, the mosquitoes, hot, sticky.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been interesting. But, yeah, season's going good. I got nothing really pinned down. There's deer around. It's been fun to go out and chase. It's only going to get better from here.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll be making some plays, watching the weather, watching the wind, hit on a cold front. We do have a little bit of a temp drop today, actually. We had rain roll in yesterday. It was kind of misty even yet this morning, which I like going in that afternoon after. One, if you're walking down a path in the woods that's covered with leaves, which is what we have right now.
Potato chips.
Them being a little damp, that is a big-time help. Right. You can get in there. And in my opinion, too, bucks love to come check a scrape out, possibly more likely to check that scrape out in daytime, hours after a rain. A lot of that scent's been washed away. Right. Maybe they're a dominant buck in the area. They want to remind everybody that they're still there, so they're going to be more likely to go want to work that scrape after a rain. That's just something that I've seen. So, yeah, we're excited to rock and roll. You've been hunting as well, Matt. Any close encounters or anything?
You know what's weird, Derek, is I showed you some pictures a couple weeks ago. I had some nice bucks coming in during daylight. It was on the edge of a transfer area from the woods to fields, to ag fields.
Yeah, like a perfect little pinch point.
It's pretty thick. There's marsh grass. There's small popples everywhere. A lot of stuff gets torn up in there in the past, and I know right now and stuff. I had beans off to my west. I had cornfields off to my north.
Perfect.
Wonderful little transition area for them to come and hold up there. And I was getting some nice pictures of some deer in there.
Yeah.
But I need a specific wind. I need a northeast wind there, which isn't very...
Northeast is tough.
It's not... But we had one a couple of days.
We did.
We had one during that time there. I went out there and I set up, and I had a nice 8-point come in with another smaller 8-point, and a smaller bucket, some does and fawns came in. I just wasn't the right deer for this time yet to shoot at that. Really nice-looking deer, though. Great-looking 8-point. Watched him for 40 minutes. They went off to the side, the 2 8s, sparred a little bit, and rubbed on almost every one of the little popple trees. Yeah. Not for very long, just quick little, and those you can see those treetops just shaking back and forth in there. And
it's
it was
cool
great
to watch that
see
behavior.
That.
You know, that's very cool.
Yep. And I sat with my wife here this past weekend. I sat with her one night. We had some does and fawns come in. I love it because, to me, I've got my perfect bow hunting partner.
Oh, that's
my wife.
Awesome. That's so cool.
Absolutely. It's so cool because we get ready together at home. We go out to the woods. I'll sit with her sometimes. Sometimes I'll sit not too far away from her in a different tree.
Yep.
And it's so fun to have her as my hunting partner. You know.
Let me ask you this, Matt. Have you ever been sitting in the blind with Julie and you go, nope, not a snort wheeze, just a sniff, you're sitting there going, something smells like Japanese cherry blossom perfume.
Actually, no. She's
okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Sometimes the ladies don't like to, they don't want to use scentless soap or whatever the deal might be.
We actually know. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna go bow hunting tomorrow. So she won't put any makeup on or any perfumes and stuff. She
As
won't
if she couldn't get any more perfect. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. One thing that I wanted to ask you, Derek.
Yes, Matthew.
Is I've been listening to a lot of bow hunting podcasts here down in the shop working and stuff. I wanted to ask you what your thoughts are on scent control.
Ooh.
What do you think what do you think as far as all the scents out there and all that stuff?
Okay. Well, how I'm going to answer this question is I'm going to go through I'm 28 years old, but I'm going to walk you through my progression as far as what I view scent control as since I started hunting when I was 12 years old.
Okay. Yep. Little tiker.
Yep. Just from a little feller.
Little tiker D-Schmidty.
Learning from dad, watching real tree monster bucks, everything, whatever. For probably the ages of 12 to 20, Matthew, I was as particular with my scent control as you could possibly imagine. Obviously, maybe this isn't obvious to some people, but I'm washing all my clothes in scentless soap.
Yep.
I'm letting them air dry outside. If I were to wash them in the washer, I'm doing a nurse load of some random towels or something with scentless soap to get any of the old smells out of the washer. Yep. I do the same thing with the dryer. I spray it down to try to get rid of any extra fumes that would be in there. I do a nurse load. Let those clothes hang outside. Before I go to hunt, I will take a scentless shower. Okay, all of my clothing, everything is scentless as far as I can, as much as I possibly can be.
Trying to do everything to help you better in the woods.
Yep. I'm using scentless deodorant when I go out into the woods. I'm brushing my teeth with, at the time, some scent-eliminating hunting branded toothpaste. There was even a time that I was chewing like apple-flavored gum.
Boy.
There was like pine and apple. I forget the brand, but they had two different brands of gum to reduce breath scent in the blind. The pine one tasted terrible.
Oh, you bet.
Ugh. I remember chewing it being like, this is awful. Good God. And, I'm missing some things. I know I'm spraying myself down.
Ozonics or anything like that?
I never got into the ozonics game. Okay. I never did get into the ozonics game. I definitely thought about it, but that really wasn't around when I was age 12 to 20. That wasn't quite the thing.
Right.
And then I am obviously watching the wind religiously. I would never go sit a spot unless I had the perfect wind. That worked for me very well. That was really cool. But there would be times during that time frame, ages 12 to 20, where I would have a deer. The deer densities we have around here, we tend to have a lot of deer around. You can game plan a spot as much as you want to have the deer come from point A to point B. You're going to have deer in areas that you don't want them, regardless of your setup. And more times than not, I would have a deer get downwind and I'd get busted. Even after going through and doing everything I possibly could to be scentless. And I remember at the time thinking it was so frustrating because I'm like, I didn't have the knowledge that I probably do now. But at the time, I'm like, I'm doing everything you're supposed to. Everything I see in an ad on TV from a guy on a television show, I'm doing it all to do whatever I can to be invisible in the woods to a deer's nose. That outlook on things has definitely changed from, let's say, 21 to right now. Okay. I do still wash my clothes in scentless clothing. Okay, I spray myself down before I go into the woods. As far as washing the clothes go, though, I think, well, they have to get washed anyway. I'm not washing them after every hunt. I'm not going to use something that's super smelly, so I just happen to use that as. I will still take a shower with scentless soap. Again, I'm a human being. I get sweaty, dirty, stinky. I still have to shower. It's just like, well, I'm just going to shower and use scentless soap. But I no longer am relying on these things with the thought process of this is going to make me absolutely invisible to a deer's nose in the woods. That is not what I think anymore. When I have a deer go downwind of me now, in my head, it's not. I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm probably going to get busted. I'm probably going to get busted. The biggest scent control thing that I do now is just the tried and true. I just play the wind.
Bingo.
I'm just watching the wind. To me, that is the king right there. I could probably go into the woods not being as serious about my scent control, but if I have the right wind and the deer do what they're supposed to, I'm going to be probably just as good off. So I've definitely declined in everything that I've been doing just because it would get to a point where I'm like, why am I doing this? It's obviously not working. So the biggest thing now is I'm just watching the wind. I'm playing the wind. And another thing I like to do is I bring some milkweed in the woods.
I was just going to talk about that.
And you'll be shocked. People, if you have not taken milkweed into the woods, and if you've ever been in a stand and think to yourself, well, the wind's hitting me in the face, how is a deer in front of me smelling me? This is something's wrong. You're talking about topographical issues with a stand. If you have an area in front of you that's lower than the spot that you're in, if it's a low wind night, your thermal pool is dropping straight down. It's going to make a scent pool at the base of your blind. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to follow topography. It's going to go like water. It wants to find its lowest spot. You drop a little bit of milkweed. You might flick it out and go, oh, perfect. Look, it's going exactly the way I want. Good deal. I'm confident. Awesome. 2 minutes later, all of a sudden you go, what the? And you're going to see that milkweed coming from somewhere doing exactly what you do not want it to do. That milkweed don't lie.
Nope.
That's huge.
Nope.
Take some milkweed in the woods. There's been a couple spots where I'm like, I can't hunt here.
Yep.
I can't hunt here. No matter the wind, it's going somewhere I don't want it. So I just got all excited, and I just went on a rant for probably too long, but that is my take on scent control.
I was going to touch on thermals. That's why I in the afternoons, the earth is cooling down. Once that sun goes behind the trees and horizon, the earth is cooling down. The thermals are going down.
Yep.
I love to hunt mornings.
Well,
that sun starts coming up. The earth is warming up. Your thermals start to rise like going out of a chimney. Right. That's why, and especially in low areas, why do you always see fog on ponds and nowhere else in the woods?
Exactly. It's in the lowest spot it can find.
Yes. Yeah. So you always see that fog, and it's always rising. That's what your scent is doing.
Yep.
The milkweed is phenomenal, Derek.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a cheap thing you can find in a ditch, and it can change the way you hunt.
Yep. So I had, for years, I thought this is the most beautiful spot, Derek. It's my middle food plot. It's huge. It's big. It's surrounded by all the trees. It's wonderful. It's big. That wind does funny stuff in there. When it hits that, it comes out. Say it's coming out of the west. It hits over top of those trees and it swirls.
Yep.
My milkweed is going right into my food plot when I think I'm in the perfect wind conditions.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
but thermals are huge.
They are absolutely. They're big, and I've listened to a lot of podcasts too, and a lot of guys say, and I've seen it, and I've seen it not happen, but they say 9 times out of 10, a mature buck, he was talking about a 5.5-year-old deer, is going to come out in the lowest point of a field or a food plot because at night, I'm talking afternoon. He's coming out to a destination place to feed. That buck's going to want to come out in the lowest possible spot because he's got all those thermals working right into his
that little pocket.
Yep. So yeah, that's there you go. A little bit of scent control.
So a lot of our listeners out there are archery hunters. We wish you the best of luck.
Absolutely. Send us some pictures, man. I know we're bowfishing. We love bowfishing. We're going to talk about bowfishing today. But
our
by
next
all means,
podcast will be in November. So maybe we'll have a deer hunting story to talk about of one of us getting lucky.
Yep. Maybe. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's move on to some bowfishing now, Schmidty.
Okay. Gotcha.
On October 2nd. My buddy Jody and I went out bowfishing.
Okay.
We went out. It was kind of fun because it was catching up with Jody. I haven't shot with him very much this year. Getting down on the Mississippi River. But the cool part is, Derek, we played that guessing the weight of the heaviest fish again before we went. We made a video before when the sun was setting there. Guess the weight of our heaviest fish we shoot tonight. We got like 270 some comments on there.
Shout out to you guys on the social medias. We love that. That is so cool to have that. Well, you got to scroll through a lot of comments to find.
I know. It takes a long time to. I had to have my wife help me find the right. Help me along with that.
To get the closest answer.
Yeah, because we ended up shooting our heaviest fish of the night was a 26.2 pound big mouth buff.
Very nice. Okay.
We literally shot about 40 yards from the boat landing as we were heading back.
How often does that that happens like too often? I don't know what the deal is, but that seems to happen all the time.
We could see the launch. We could see the truck parked up there. It was crazy.
So I think of the 84 or 87, 83 that was shot September's ago.
Same thing.
Jody's.
Smazel.
Brody. Yeah, but I'm talking about Brody's 30 that he shot when we were in Green Bay with Corey Brossman. We were done. There's the landing. Oh, my, look at that. Brody, get your bow. Tung. 30-pound carp.
Exactly.
It happens.
Unreal.
And on bigger fish, too, it seems to happen. That's just
crazy.
Weird. That's weird. Yep.
How crazy is that? But no, we had a good time. We actually had a tie on that.
What are the odds of that?
2 people guessed the exact weight. And they weren't close to each other in the comments either. They were spread apart quite a bit there.
Yeah.
But Micah Bradley and Joseph Suchi won the slimed up hat. I always take it and I slime it up with all the slime from the fish we shoot, a little blood on there. And they were jacked up, man. They were jacked up.
That's cool. I can't believe we get that many guesses because you tell them. You tell them that you're going to slime it up.
Oh, they love it.
I can't believe how many guesses we get for a slimed up carp hat.
Oh, they love it.
It's ridiculous.
I even had some Mississippi River snake grass in there on there.
Oh, you're teasing them now.
A little scale was on one of them.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. But, also, too, Matt, we love to engage on social media with you guys. That's one of our more fun posts that we make. Is something that can get some comments, get some feedback. And on the AMS Facebook page a few weeks back, you asked a question.
Yep.
It was a what would you rather type question.
Right.
You asked, what would you rather shoot, a 60-pound common, an 80-pound grass carp, or a 100-pound big head? Matt, why don't you share those results with us?
So it's pretty interesting. For the 60-pound common, we had 18 votes.
Okay.
On the 80-pound grassy, we had 12 votes.
Wow.
And on the 100-pound big head, we had 21 votes.
Wow. The big head
for the
wins.
big head.
Big old big head. The big heads are all the rage right now.
Yeah, they're the rage for sure.
Yep.
I just think what would you shoot on this year, Schmitty?
Well, okay, let me break it down to this. Okay. To me, the 100-pound big head, you've got that number.
The century mark.
100.
Exactly.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But I've got a little soft place in my heart, Matt.
Oh.
For the fish that I grew up on.
Oh.
The fish that you took me back when I was a young little feller to go shoot. I've got a special place in my heart for the tried and true common carp. I would vote for the 60-pound common.
60-pound common
I can't help
is
myself. That's a tank.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
That's a big common.
Yeah, so that would be my vote. What would your vote be? Let me guess first. You would vote for the 100-pound big head.
I would.
Okay.
Just because I think that's like Boone and Crockett whitetail to me.
It is.
A freshwater fish over 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Now, I've shot alligator gar that were
Right.
over 100, but
Right.
I've never, I'm not looking at that as a fish.
To me, like that 100-pound big head could be put in the same aspect of like a 200-inch whitetail or a 50-inch muskie or a 30-inch walleye. It's like you've got that round, perfect number that everyone shoots for.
Speaking of that night when we were down in Kentucky, what did Gunner say about that a 70-pound big head? He referenced it somewhere to like that's 107.
He did say was it as simple as like if you put a 1 in front of the weight of a big head, that's roughly the equivalent of what it would be if you shot a whitetail.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was. So yeah, like a 70-pound big head's like shooting a 170-inch whitetail. Yeah. That was a cool way to put that too. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff.
Yep.
Schmitty.
Yeah.
I also have to ask you about this because
oh boy,
you know how much this bothers me.
Okay.
Last week I was listening to the Dan Patrick Show.
Oh, DP. Yep.
Which is a sports radio talk show with Dan Patrick.
One of the best.
And his crew.
Yep. The Danettes.
And one Fritzy, I think it was.
Okay.
Is one of those people that drives in the left lane.
Oh, okay. He just drives in the left lane only?
They were talking about, do you move over if you're in the left lane and people are on your butt and let them go by? You know what I think about that. You've traveled all over the States with me, and a lot of bow fishermen travel all over the States, going to tournaments or fun shooting. What do you think about people driving in the left lane?
It's to me, that is something that you need to know. That is like a rule on the road. You see the sign, slower traffic, keep right.
Exactly.
If you got someone on you, if I'm driving on the interstate and I see someone, and I can say I'm driving on the interstate, there's not a lot of traffic, and I have lots of open road in the right lane, and I remotely see someone behind me that I can tell is traveling at a faster speed, ding, 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 ding. I'm getting into the right lane to let them go by.
But more than normal, you're already in the right lane if you're just driving along.
Very true as well.
Yes.
Absolutely. And if I get up on somebody who I'm going faster than, I expect them to get their car into the right lane.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
It is an epidemic that
crazy.
is spreading across the nation.
Yeah.
People need to know.
And this Fritzy on the Dan Patrick Show thought he says, I'm driving the speed limit.
Oh.
Just because you're driving the speed limit does not mean that you can stay in the left lane, does it?
No. I don't think so. Maybe technically by the law.
And he was actually getting mad because people were like tailgating him and honking their horns and flipping them off and stuff.
How do you not get that after a while? How do you not understand that?
He thought what he does is perfectly fine.
Oh, Fritzy. Oh, my gosh.
They've actually been talking about this for a long time. They're actually making T-shirts on this, too.
Get over, man.
Oh,
get
over
it.
I know.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Okay, Schmitty. The 1st of October was the voting for the location of the next 2026 BAA Worlds. Virginia, Arkansas. We had Christina. We had Parker.
You guys got to hear their pitch. Yep.
Absolutely. So it came down to those two spots right there. And Arkansas ended up with 110 votes.
Yep.
Virginia ended with 74.
Wow.
So congratulations to Parker Larue and his crew for winning the bid for the Worlds 2026 in Arkansas.
Absolutely. Yeah, like you said, it's heading down to Benton, Arkansas. Tournament date is July 24th and Friday night tournament.
Yes.
That seems to be something that people like, and it's sticking.
Like it. Yep.
It will be a statewide shoot. Arkansas license applicable waters.
Right.
Numbers and Big 20. Big fish and small gar with some additional side pots.
Nice.
You were saying that you were looking at Google Maps.
Update from Storm Track 9.
Matt, you need to turn off your hunting notifications on your phone. How many times does this need to happen? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
Go ahead and silent it now.
We were looking at Google Maps, and Benton has several motels, restaurants, convenience stores. Interstate 30 runs right outside of the fairgrounds.
Yep.
Lake Ouachita. Looks like a pretty cool lake. DeGray is huge. The Arkansas and Mississippi rivers. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what all shakes down this year. And something really cool with this, Matt. The BAA gained 53 new members during the membership drive. That's really cool. That's awesome. Join the club. The sport relies on the clubs to be the voice of the people. We can't stress that enough. So that's very cool.
Yep. So I think I would actually like to go down to that.
Ooh. Matthew's got those competitive juices.
Oh, not the shoot in the tournament. Just go down and be there. I want to set up the AMS and Megamouth booth and sit there and talk to everybody and watch the weigh-ins and get out and do some filming maybe down there while we're there.
That would be cool.
I've never really shot
cool.
Arkansas and stuff like that, so I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
And just to hang out with the bowfishing crew down there.
Absolutely.
Maybe we could do a podcast down there, Schmitty.
That would be neat to do that. Yeah, we should maybe look into those dates. July 24th, we should make a plan to try to go down there. That would be
Instead
really
on
cool.
a Friday night.
Yeah, that's nice too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we should look into that, Schmitty.
Yep. The only problem is there's just one problem with you and me being at a booth. Okay?
Yeah. I'm wondering what you're going to say.
We'll be sitting there working the booth, all right? All of a sudden, Matthew disappears. He's gone. I look over. There's a line of people waiting to talk to him.
Oh, my God.
There's children with Sharpies and hats. There's adults with Sharpies and hats. Meanwhile, I'm sitting at the booth twiddling my thumbs like, oh, my God.
Yeah, right.
Wish I was famous. This is stupid. It is insane how many people you know when we go on these trips. Oh, my. And it'll be like, we met at a bull landing in 2007. Yeah, remember me? Oh, yeah. What's up, Jesse? Yeah, let's do. Yeah. Oh, this gets crazy. It is cool, though, to see that.
I would love to go down there and hang out with the people down there. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, Matt. We have actually a very fun portion of this coming up.
Yeah. We're not done yet.
No, we're not. We're not wrapping it up.
We're not done yet.
We are going to get to some very interesting. Lots of this was very intriguing to me. I think will be very intriguing for everyone who listens as well. But when we come back from the commercial break, we're going to do some bowfishing trivia. All right? It might not be like a keep score type of deal. It's just more of a general knowledge. We want to share the knowledge. We'll, of course, guess what our answer is and whatnot. And so, we'll get to the bowfishing trivia right after this quick commercial break.
Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. A color tone adjustable and dimmable light with a unique patented reflector design that puts more light where you need it. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights offer 3 different models: the 65-watt single-color economy light, the 65-watt Efficiency V2 tricolor dimmable light for maximum efficiency and versatility, and the 130-watt Efficiency Maximus, designed to be an all-out beast of a bowfishing light. Efficiency, designed and built by bowfishermen for bowfishermen. Check them out at OutdoorInnovationsUSA.com. Are you looking to elevate your bowfishing brand with stunning design solutions? Look no further than N Designs. Their team of talented designers is dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's t-shirts, hats, leather products, eye-catching logos, to captivating boat wraps, they have you covered. Plus, with their commitment to excellence and attention to detail, you can trust that your project is in good hands. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose N Designs for extraordinary results. Visit their website today and let's bring your ideas to life. N Designs, where creativity meets excellence.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 111 of the Bowfishing Buzz, of course, brought to you by AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing. We're going to jump right into the bowfishing trivia portion of the podcast.
All right.
And I will tell you this, Matt, as I was doing research across all kinds of different websites and general knowledge, me asking you different questions, me knowing things, I've got some very, very interesting questions on here.
Cool.
So I'm curious to see what your answers will be. Some of them might be rather easy to you, but maybe not everybody knows the answer.
And that's because
we
not
want to
everybody
spread the
listening
knowledge.
is a
avid bowfisher
Right.
that's shooting
Maybe
4
they're
nights a
just
week.
getting out this year.
Exactly.
I had somebody message us this year, and they love bowfishing. They got to in the addiction this year,
That's
and
awesome.
they loved it.
Yep, they got bit by the bug. That's so cool to hear. Okay, so question number 1.
Okay.
What type of fish is most commonly targeted by bow fishermen in the United States? Option A, gar, all species of gar. Okay. B, buffalo. C, common carp. Or D, Asian carp.
I'm going to have to go with the one that makes the most sense.
Okay, what would that be?
That would be the one that's common.
That is correct.
The common carp.
Across the entire United States, the common carp is the most targeted species of invasive fish that bow fishermen target.
Yep.
You are correct. Common carp.
I would not doubt that the Asians are probably would be up there higher if they were spread out. Just
Exactly.
Like
100%.
Because
Yep.
a lot of people target the Asians now.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. They're growing. They're getting to be everywhere now. More people have access to go shoot them. But as of this year, common carp was the most targeted species.
Pretty much in every body of water
And you're going to have,
in every state.
yeah.
Maybe not Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so question number 2 for you, Matthew. When sighting in a bowfishing bow, what is the most important factor that influences arrow trajectory below the surface? Would you like me to repeat the question?
No.
Okay.
That would be refraction.
Let me run through the questions,
I'm sorry.
Mr. Know-It-All. Is it A, arrow diameter, B, water refraction, C, draw length on your bow, or D, the reel line drag while exiting the reel?
Well, we really don't care about our draw length when it comes to bowfishing because we're shooting at
You might be shooting at 21 inches on a snapshot
16,
or
17,
29 if you come to
30.
full draw.
Yeah,
right.
so that's-
Yep.
It is water refraction.
That is correct. Because light bends entering water, fish appear 25 to 35% higher
Closer.
than what they
Right.
actually are,
Right.
forcing shooters to aim low based on depth and distance.
Now imagine that
like
being
that.
a 30-pound fish. He's got to look like he's right on the surface.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he
Absolutely.
might be 2 feet down on clear water.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. Water clarity is a huge aspect.
Absolutely.
Question.
When do I get to ask you questions?
Oh, okay. I guess we can go back and forth. Sure, let's go back and forth. You ask me 2, and then we'll go back and forth.
All
Okay,
right.
okay.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready. What year did we start recording the Bowfishing Buzz podcast?
Is it multiple choice?
It is multiple
Okay,
choice.
okay.
A, 2017.
Okay.
B, 2019. C, 2018. Or D, 2020.
My final answer is going to be, I think it was B, 2019.
Correctamundo, Schmidty.
That's good. That would be bad if I got that one wrong. It was my whole deal to get this thing started, so that's good that I know that. Okay, there we go. 1 for 1.
All right.
Next question.
Number 2.
Yep.
What year did Cindy take over Amos Bowfishing from her father, Jack Lassie, and move it to Stratford, Wisconsin? A, 1997. B, 1995. C, 1991. D, 1998.
1997, we've had EST 1997 on a couple of our different shirts, but also I've seen 1991 somewhere in my head. I don't quite know. 1997 is also my birth year and the year that the Packers won the Super Bowl.
God.
So my final answer is going to be whatever 1997 was.
Bingo!
Yes, let's go! Let's go! There we go. You see that thought process rolling right there?
Good grief.
Bing,
Like a
bang,
little
boom.
computer in your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little
Wow.
scary up here, but we'll get a trivia answer right once in a while.
Do you want me to tell you where you heard 1991 from?
Is that when Cindy bought it from Jack Lassie?
That's
her
the year I
father?
graduated.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me
1991.
just soak that in for a while.
Like a little, yeah.
I was negative 6 years old. -6.
-6.
Okay.
You were a twinkle in the sky.
I was. All right, we're 4 for 4 so far.
Yeah.
So this is pretty good.
Nice.
All right, this one is a little bit more technical.
Okay.
All right. My question for you, Matthew, what is the approximate average penetration loss when shooting through 12 inches of water with a fiberglass bowfishing arrow? Let's just pretend you're somewhere really shallow. There's 12 inches of water. How much penetration loss in percentage do you lose? Is it A,
boy, that's a toughie.
5 to 8% penetration loss, B, 12 to 15% penetration loss, C, 18 to 22% penetration loss, or D, 25 to 30%?
Oh. Schmitty, I'm going to go with C.
18 to 22?
Yes.
That is correct. Hydrodynamic drag and deflection increases rapidly with depth and angles of water. That's why pro shooters love to shoot heavier fiberglass arrows.
Yes.
Very cool.
Have you ever, I'm sure a lot of you have watched your arrow when it's hit the water. I've been lucky enough where I've done testing in high school ponds and filmed underwater, watching the arrow come through the water, and the trail system that makes.
A little vapor trail.
It's just phenomenal. And you see it at the Bass Pro Tournament where they have that shooting tank.
Yep, that big tank up there. Yep.
And the first two seemed a little on the low end to me. That's why I'm like, oh, there's got to be more than that.
Yep.
You know,
I remember when I looked up the information on this, you showed me a clip from South Dakota back when I think you, Julie, and maybe Macy and Mara went out there with you. You had a GoPro on a boomstick underwater, and you were in, I don't know, 4 feet of water.
Yeah.
And the girls were drawing back and shooting, and the arrows were literally going down, and boop, they'd hit the carp in the head and just literally nothing. It bounced right off. Yeah. That's what I think of when I think of that penetration loss.
And they were so young, they were drawing back the light, the junior hawks and mini hawks, and you just can't penetrate.
Right, especially in that deep of water.
That deep water and blowing through water like that,
Yep.
Pretty interesting stuff right there.
Yeah. All right, hit me up. What we got?
All right, this is a toughie, Schmitty.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Silver carp are infamous for jumping.
Correct.
At what approximate water temperature does their jumping activity peak, posing the most risk for boaters and bow fishermen?
Okay.
A, 55 to 60 degrees.
Okay.
B, 65 to 70 degrees.
Okay.
C, 75 to 80 degrees. D, 85 to 90 degrees.
85 to 90 seems wild to be like, that's insanely warm. Yeah. You'd have to have a really warm area. A and B seemed low to me, so I'm going to go with C.
Boom, to boom, boom.
Freaking 6 for 6, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I promise we're not cheating. We made these sheets up separately. We have no idea what these are.
75 to 80, the midsummer temps range triggers metabolic spikes and jump reflexes. Every light bump sends silvers flying.
Boing, boing, boing. Off they go.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. This question, Matt, piggybacks off of my previous question.
Okay.
In bowfishing setups, why do most bowfishers prefer heavier fiberglass composite arrows over lightweight alternatives that are often found in the bow hunting world? Is it A, they're more aerodynamic in the air? B, they stabilize faster underwater and resist deflection? C, they do a better job of maintaining kinetic energy? Or D, they reduce wear on the reel?
C. A, B, C.
You're going to go with C.
Yeah.
That is incorrect, Matthew.
Oh.
The correct answer was B. They stabilize faster underwater and resist deflection.
Well, yeah, but B, C is the same thing.
Yep, they might both be right, but B was the most closest.
Oh, jeez.
A heavier arrow maintains momentum underwater, reducing arrow walk caused by current and refraction. A must for long
What was
shots.
the C's?
They do a better job of maintaining kinetic energy. B was they stabilize faster and resist deflection. Sorry, brother.
I'm going with kinetic energy.
Nope, that's not what the interwebs say. Wrong-o.
I think it's wrong.
I'm telling you, it's not wrong. We got a sore loser in our hands here. Okay, all right. What do you got?
All right. You can't get this one wrong, but maybe you can.
Oh, no.
Maybe you can, Schmitty.
Okay.
Way to throw a little fun into this here a little bit. Everything can't be so serious.
We're so serious.
Oh, my gosh. What's the craziest thing D-Schmidty has ever done on a bowfishing trip?
Oh, God. What are these options going to be?
A, strip down to his grundies and swim out to the bowfishing boat after it floated 200 yards off the bank. B, once again, strip down to his grundies.
What? Is that a theme here? What's going on?
In February, and walk into the water with a smallmouth buff and go completely under the water with that buff.
Yep, I remember that.
How about C, jump off the deck of the bowfishing boat, do a somersault.
That's pretty cool.
And still manage to moon everybody in a complete circle. Do you remember that one, too?
I do, yes. And I also remember the picture that you happened to take of it.
Oh, it's like we're at the perfect time.
Is it only A, B, and C?
A, B, and C.
So with those options, Matt, the craziest thing might not be the most wild thing, but when that boat floated away from us.
Oh, really?
That was going to be my answer.
Really?
That's going to be it.
Okay.
I remember we went up on shore, we beached the boat, we were here in Wisconsin. I think we're on the Big Old Plain Flowage.
Yep, right.
Taking some pictures. We go up on shore. We're taking all these awesome pictures. All right, we need it cool. We go back to the boat. We go back to where the boat was. Where the boat was. And we're like, oh, no. Oh, no.
It's way the heck out there.
And then we look over and we see a speck in the distance. We see a little speck. We're like, oh, no. And then you literally said, you sit there, and there was 3 of us there, and you're like, oh, man, someone's going to have to go out and get it. And you just slowly turned and looked right at me. So I stripped down and swam out to the boat.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you, by the time I got out to the boat, I'm like, oh, my God, I'm glad it's not any further. I was getting tired. Hopped in and drove it back. So that would be my answer, would be that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most impressive thing I seen was the somersault and mooning everybody.
It was pretty athletic, though. You have to give me credit for that. That was pretty good. I
I
was like a gymnastic person.
And the deck, it's not like we have a huge deck on there.
Yeah.
You got enough room to maybe take 3-4 good steps.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you took 1 foot off the rail and are able to catapult yourself and start doing a somersault. And when you did that, you had enough coordination to pull your pants down as you did that.
Matt, I used to be an athlete, brother.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you right now.
That was impressive. I knew the somersault was coming, but I didn't know about the old moon.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen on the boat.
Yep, the old tiny shot.
My question for you, Matt.
Okay.
In terms of fish behavior, what triggers silver carp to jump violently when boats approach? A, water temperatures above 72 degrees. B, high-frequency vibrations from outboard motors. C, surface light reflection from boat wakes. Or D, water pressure changes from boat wakes. Yeah, make it think a little.
B.
You're going to go with B.
Yeah.
High-frequency vibrations from outboard motors?
Yes.
That is correct.
All right.
Yep. Their inner ear and lateral line system detects sound frequencies from 100 to 2,000 hertz, overlapping perfectly with the cavitation noise of outboard motor props. That certain frequency just and they go
D
nuts.
kind of was a little interesting.
It was
too.
The water pressure change.
Water
that
pressure
one I'm like,
change. I was
that's
like,
interesting.
Ooh, boy, that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, but it is the vibration. That's why
Interesting.
when we were down in Kentucky, we were constantly playing with our trim. You know, where can we get it to get that perfect vibration? Yep.
Schmidty, what year did AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing officially launch the Megamouth reel?
2018.
You didn't even give me a chance to give you that.
I don't care. I know it's right. That one,
job.
thank you. That
Good
one
job.
will be forever burned into my brain.
It is 2018 when the Megamouth launched.
Yep, we had our own booth at the ATA show right
yeah.
across from AMS. That was really cool. And it was something, we had so many people come over and they're like, what in the world is this?
Yeah.
It was just, that was a really cool time for us to go down there.
Yep.
That was really cool. Sorry, I
Correct
cut
the
you
money.
short, but I figured there was no need for you to, there was no need for you to run through those. Okay, Matthew. Which environmental factor has the greatest impact on shot accuracy of long-range shots while bowfishing? Let me repeat. Which environmental factor has the greatest impact on shot accuracy of long-range shots while bowfishing?
Environmental.
Is it A, air temperature, B, water clarity, C, current speed, or D, the water depth variance? And no, I don't want to give it away. Okay.
So if I'm going to say D.
Water depth variance?
Yeah.
The correct answer was C.
C.
Current speed.
Current speed.
Current speed.
Oh, yeah. I should have. Yeah.
Yep. Current causes aero drift and water plane deflection. Even a 1 mile an hour flow can push a fiberglass arrow inches off target by the time it reaches the fish. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
These are the kinds of ones that I'm finding. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
That is cool.
Yep.
All right, Schmitty. Which of the following rough fish can tolerate brackish, slightly salty water? Buffalo, A. B, common carp, C, freshwater drum, D, silver carp.
Okay. I'm going to take buffs and commons off the slate. So what I have left is silver carp and freshwater drum. To me,
Sheep's head. Yeah.
A freshwater drum, the name to me should eliminate it, but I feel like it could also be a little bit of a trick question. Silver carp, I have no idea if they have saltwater capabilities or brackish water capabilities. That being said, my answer is going to be C, freshwater drum.
And the correct answer is C.
Oh, boom!
Freshwater drum are incredibly adaptable and can survive in both freshwater and slightly brackish environments.
They shouldn't be called freshwater drum. What are we doing? We're trying to fool the whole world. Okay, good deal. All right, cool.
I would not be surprised at all.
I was thinking the same thing. Somehow they adapt. They're so invasive.
I would not be surprised because they're down there.
Oh, could you imagine, Matt? Oh, no.
Louisiana and stuff, they're down there and getting close to that stuff down in the Mississippi River.
Imagine what that could turn into. I hope to God that they have zero capability of withstanding salt water because that could be.
You all know about adaptation.
Oh, evolution, baby. It's a scary thing. Scary thing. All right, Matt, we're getting technical on a megamouth question for you here. Yeah. On the megamouth reel, okay, envision it in your head. You're building them at the megamouth table. I'm to your left. You're building to my right. Why does the stainless steel transmission mesh with a brass pinion rather than the other way around? Why does the stainless transmission why did we make the stainless transmission mesh with a brass gear instead of a brass transmission made with a stainless gear? Is it A, to reduce machining cost, B, to allow sacrificial wear on the softer brass part, C, to make the reel lighter weight, or D, for cosmetic appeal?
My answer is B.
B is correct. 100%. The reason we did that is because we knew the torque that this reel was going to get put through. If you have all stainless gearing, you're going to have, if you have something that goes haywire and a gear breaks, you're going to have two gears break with each other. The brass is softer than the stainless. We make that pinion gear, which is the smallest of our gear sets that is in that reel, be the sacrificial gear. So if something were to give or break, all you've got to do is separate the reel in half, pull out that gear. You will twist off one screw, remove a small bearing, pull off your damaged gear, put your new one back on, put the bearing back on, put on your screw, reinstall. Boom. You're ready to rock and roll.
Whole transmission.
Correct. We don't want the whole transmission to be the sacrificial part. That's an expensive part for people to purchase. It's an expensive part to run. So that is correct. That is the sacrificial gear.
Schmidty, what U.S. river system is ground zero for Asian carp?
Okay.
Is it A, the Missouri River, B, the Mississippi River, C, the Ohio River, or D, the Arkansas River?
Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a goofball. Okay, I'm just gonna say not the Mississippi. I'm gonna knock the Mississippi right out of contention. So I've got the Arkansas, the Missouri, and the Ohio left. Just based off my own knowledge, this could be incorrect, but I just know the area down there. I am gonna say that the Ohio River was the birthplace.
Answer is B. The Mississippi River system became the main highway for Asian carp spread across the Midwest.
Really? Wow. I'm surprised they're not further north in it, to be honest with you. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You remember me telling you that back years ago when we were making the DVDs, we did the silver and Asian carp and the big heads and stuff. And I found out that that year we made that DVD, 90% of the biomass in the Illinois River were silvers.
That's right.
90% of the biomass.
Layman's terms, 9 out of 10 fish in the Illinois River are silver carp. 90 out of 100. 9,000 out of 10,000.
Unbelievable.
That's scary numbers. That's scary numbers. Yep. All right, Matt, you ready for this one?
I am ready.
It's a true or false question.
Oh, okay.
A faster arrow always means better penetration underwater.
False.
Correct. Wow. Underwater drag increases exponentially with speed, meaning ultra-fast arrows actually lose energy quicker and deflect more. Heavier, slower arrows often penetrate deeper. This is why fiberglass is such a popular option among bowfishing setups. Very good. Very good.
Common carp were originally introduced to the United States for what purpose? A, sport fishing. B, aquaculture and food. C, weed control, D, bait.
I'm going to go with B, the aquaculture one.
Answer is B. They were brought to America in the late 1800s as a food source, but quickly became a widespread nuisance.
Yeah, that's how it all starts. We've heard the same story over and over and over again with these invasives. Absolutely.
Yep.
My question for you, Matthew.
All right.
Which invasive species has broken more state bowfishing records than any other fish in the U.S.?
I have an answer in my head already.
A, grass carp. B, common carp. C, bighead carp. Or D, silver carp.
I'm going to go D, silver carp.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The correct answer is B, common carp.
Oh.
There have been more records that have been broken by bigger common carp throughout the bowfishing realms of the United States than any other.
Okay.
To me, that does make sense because it is the most targeted species.
It's most targeted. Yeah, I just been seeing a lot of silvers lately more than commons.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because those commons are being held for a longer time, and there's more targeted species where Asians are just kind of. I just been seeing a lot of silvers that have been.
Yep. To me, it's like the same question of like, where are there more Boone and Crockett entries? Whitetails, moose, elk, or whatever else.
Right.
It's just the sheer number of whitetails, the amount of people that go and hunt them. That is why there's going to be more entries as far as that goes. So, okay, cool.
In Florida's canals and warm water discharges, which exotic rough fish is often bowfished year-round? A, tilapia. B, snakehead. C, peacock bass. Or D, the pacu.
Can you read A and B's answers again?
Tilapia, snakehead.
God, I feel like it'd be either. Because of their ability to seemingly survive almost every situation that they get put into. God, it's 50-50. But I'm going to go with my answer of being... I'm going to change it at the last second. My answer is tilapia.
Answer is A, tilapia.
Boom, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Introduced decades ago, they thrive in South Florida's tropical waters, perfect for bowfishing in shorts and flip-flops.
There we go. Perfect. That sounds amazing. That would be the opposite of what we did in Idaho a couple years ago.
Yes, it
that would
be.
not have been. We'd have gotten frostbite if we did that. That would have been bad.
Have you ever eaten tilapia?
I have not. I was going to bring something up, and I'm curious what you're going to say. Go ahead.
I think it tastes like it's awful.
I have seen videos and everything of people saying like that the whole thing behind them is, oh, you can shoot them, they taste great, and guys are like, it tastes like garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe people aren't making them right. If you guys have a tilapia recipe, by all means, let us know. We can make it. We can go through it. We can do whatever we need to with it. But that seems to be a common trend that I have heard with tilapia.
We shot some years ago in Texas.
Okay.
Threw them in the freezer of ice right away.
Yep.
I mean, we had them on, and we twisted them off and threw them into the ice.
Yep.
Ate them, and I was like, oh, gosh.
Really?
This is terrible.
Really? Wow.
Well, then I see pond-raised tilapia in the store, so I'm going to try that to see if that was any different. That was just the same.
Really? Like, is it like a fishy taste?
Oh,
or
like eating a pile of mud.
Oh, yeah.
Very strong fish.
Okay.
Big heads knock them out of the parks 100%.
You don't hear that ever, really. You don't see people saying, "Oh, big head's delicious." Yeah,
big heads are amazing.
Interesting.
No fishy aftertaste. I mean, they're as white and flaky as can be.
Yeah, interesting. Side note for everybody: if you ever are going to go out and shoot a fish, and you want to eat it, we would highly recommend have a cooler of ice. Get that fish on ice as soon as you shoot.
Right away.
Get it right in there. Get her cooled off. Don't
flay
let
that thing, and even if you just take the flay chunk off of that.
Yep. Get it on ice.
In the ice.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Matt. My next trivia question for you goes as following: which U.S. state has hosted the most BAA World Championships?
Oh boy.
Is it A, Kentucky, B, Arkansas, C, Texas, or D, Missouri?
Wow. It's not Arkansas.
Okay.
Because we just had Parker on it. I think it's only been there once before.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Who knows?
It's been in Kentucky a lot.
Oh, all right.
I was a little worried if you would have came up with Louisiana, because Louisiana would have scared. Is Louisiana one of those?
Louisiana.
No, you don't have that on there. I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Kentucky is correct.
All right.
Yep. Because of its mix of big rivers, reservoirs, and predictable spawn cycles, it has made it an absolute bowfishing mecca for people across the globe.
And not only that, it's really centrally located.
It's true, too.
You know, it's very central for the guys from the south, guys from the north, and the people from the east.
Yep. That plays a huge role, too. Yeah. Absolutely.
All All right, Schmitty. What triggers the spawning behavior of common carp in most U.S. waters? Is it A, moon phase, B, water temperature, C, photoperiod, day length,
That's what does the rut.
right, or D, the barometric pressure?
Oh, I think they all play a massive role. A was a little weird. I don't remember what A was, but I immediately...
Moon phase.
Okay, I kicked that out of there. My answer, I think it was B. It's going to be water temperature.
B is correct.
Okay, good deal.
Water temperature, common carp begin spawning when temps hit roughly 62 to 70 degrees, usually in shallow, weedy bays, triggering the spawn.
Interesting. Okay, there we go. Water temp, people. Watch it. That is always something
Can
that we're
I
always
ask you
watching.
something about deer hunting
You
quickly?
can ask me whatever you like, Matthew.
What do you think about the moon phase for deer hunting?
Look, okay.
Do you have a moon lunar chart? Lunar chart?
Do we have 30 minutes of time?
Just quickly, yes, or what do you think about it?
Yes.
Yay or nay?
I'd never bought into it beforehand. I think people try to make a profit off of it, too. You get these moon guides. Oh, buy my moon guide for $50. You'll shoot a big buck this year. It changed 2 years ago.
Oh!
It changed 2 years ago. I never really watched it, and don't get me wrong, I've shot deer when the moon phase is not supposed to be good and the weather's bad and it's supposed to be awful hunting. But 2 years ago, early season, you, me, Tim Marinas were all in the woods.
Yep.
It was I forget what the September moon is.
In total different areas.
We were miles and miles and miles and miles apart.
Yeah.
On a hot September night, we all three of us had encounters with mature deer, and it was either the red moon or the harvest. I forget what it is in September.
I think it was a
a full moon. It was crazy. It was weird. It was not a night that was supposed to be good. And like on the third day of season, I got a mature deer. You had an encounter with a mature deer, and Tim did as well.
Yep.
And I have seen camera pictures now be a little better on these certain moon phases. So yes, I do believe in the moon phase. I think it plays a role.
All right.
Don't not hunt if the moon phase isn't ideal. Get in the woods.
Yeah.
But I do think it has a factor.
I would have had a shot at that buck too that night.
Was that the night with the guy walking?
Yes.
Oh.
Guy come walking on the gravel road and pushed him back into the woods.
Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
I will take cold fronts over moon.
So would I.
phases.
Absolutely. Give me a date past October 20th.
Yes.
Cold front.
Highs in the 40s.
Highs in the 40s. Let it dip into the high 20s at night over anything.
Yeah.
Over anything. You walk in the woods on those days and you're like, oh my, it feels right. It feels right. Okay, back to bowfishing. Matthew, on a common carp, where is the ideal shot placement for maximum holding power? Is it A, directly behind the gill plate, B, just above the lateral line, mid-body, C, in the head between the eyes, or D, low in the belly near the anal fin?
What was A?
A was directly behind the gill plate.
I always tell people, I always call it the shoulders.
Okay.
I like the shoulder area. You don't want it low in a fish. It's going to tear out, especially if it's warm temperatures and they're soft. So you don't want the D is no.
Yep. Okay, anal fin is out. Yep.
I'm going to go B.
B was just above the lateral line in the mid-body of the fish.
Yes.
That's
That's
correct.
what I kind of call the shoulders of the fish.
Yep. It's like the vital area, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily like you're shooting a fish's vitals, but it's that spot where you're gonna
Right.
hear it. When you hit that fish, you hear that thunk, and you know that you're in there good. This zone offers thick muscle.
Yes.
And soft tissue behind the rib cage, perfect for barbs to lock in and avoid bone deflection.
Yep.
Yep.
Grab into that.
Yep. Well done. Well done.
Schmitty, what environmental condition often causes rough fish to push shallow and feed aggressively at night?
Ooh.
A, falling water levels. B, rising barometric pressure. C, rising water temperature and low light. Or D, a strong north wind.
Could you read C to me again, Matt?
Rising water temperature and low light.
And B was?
Barometric pressure on the rise.
I'm going to go with my final answer of being C.
C is correct.
There we go.
Rising temps and low light. Warm evenings with minimal moonlight push carp, gar, and buffalo into shallow, shootable zones.
We should keep a freaking chart, Matt.
I know. Can you imagine if we would have done that?
Moon
I
phase.
started doing it when I first started. And
Moon phase, cloud cover, temperature, barometric pressure, wind direction. That would be really cool.
I know. You saw my little book there. I was
Yep.
keeping that for a couple
Yep.
years.
That was
and then
cool
I
to
quit
read.
doing that.
Yep. Okay, cool. Well, Matthew,
Yes.
gar.
Oh,
Gar.
small or short nose, long nose, alligator? Gar.
Gar have armor like scales and long,
they do.
narrow bodies.
Yes.
What is the most effective aiming strategy? Is it A, broadside shot, mid-body, B, quartering away shot, C, straight down shot, or D, a tail shot?
I'm going with the straight down shot. I've heard of tournament shooters getting into some good-sized long-nosed gar, but they're in deeper water, and their best tricks were not to shoot them from angles because of the depth of the water, but to get right straight on top of those fish and shoot straight down and putting into the backs of those things.
Well, that is a very good reason for you to answer that. That was not correct. Let me read to you the answer of this survey that was done to see if you are like, oh, makes sense. Okay.
It's going to read. I know which one of your is going to be now.
Which one do you think it's going to be?
Read them off again.
I've got A, broadside, B, quartering away, C, straight down, or
A.
A is not correct either.
Quartering away.
This is interesting to me. Let me just read this to you.
Quartering away.
A quartering away shot angle lets the arrow slip between the scales and lodge diagonally through softer tissue, vital for holding power on hard-scaled fish. You know how those scales run? They run from the top of the fish, nose to tail. When they're quartering away, you're able to get back behind, where those scales, you know what I mean? That was kind of, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
If you're shooting at a fish that's on the surface, it doesn't matter where you are aiming. You're gonna get penetration. But as far as that answer goes with that survey, that was quartering away to slip up through the guard.
Shots.
Okay, all right, there we go. Matthew says no.
That's very interesting, though.
Yep.
I have shot in tournaments before on long-nosed gar, and we have lost some pretty good-sized gar because our line got cut off from the scales.
Yeah. Yep. That's very interesting. I'm trying to think. That was according to the DSBFSP.
You know what that is?
Yeah, it's the Derek Schmidt Bowfishing Studies Program. The Derek Schmidt Bowfishing Study Program. That's what it was. No, I did find that online. I just made that up. But yeah.
Schmitty?
Yep.
Which rough fish species is most influenced by lunar cycles?
Oh, boy.
When spawning? Is it A, long-nosed gar, B, silver carp, C, buffalo?
Did you just say C twice? Are you trying to mess with me?
A, long-nosed gar, B, silver carp.
Okay, maybe I heard
C, buffalo, or D, grass carp.
Oh, boy.
Here we go with the lunar thing again. We're all about the moon.
We're all about the moon, man.
Yeah.
I was mooning you off the boat when I jumped.
That's right.
It's ridiculous. This is the moon podcast. Okay. I'm not sure which one it was. So run it past me again. I've got buffs. I've got silvers. I've got long-nosed gar. And then what's my fourth one?
Grass carp.
Grass carp. I'm going to go with silvers.
The answer is A, long-nosed
Really?
gar.
Oh.
They often spawn during the full moon period.
Really?
When water temps are 60 to 75, usually shallow timber and vegetation beds.
Huh. Okay. Well, the more you know. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, Matthew, what's the primary ecological damage caused by common carp in North American freshwater systems? Is it A, competing with game fish for food, B, spreading parasites to native fish, C, rooting in sediment and uprooting aquatic vegetation, or D, consuming native game fish eggs?
It's not B or C.
Oh, okay.
It's not B or C.
So then you're left with consuming, eating native fish eggs, and
No. Wasn't that D?
D is, yes, that's D. D is consuming native fish eggs.
It's not that.
Okay. A is competing with game fish for food. B is spreading parasites to native fish.
That.
C is rooting in sediment and uprooting aquatic vegetation.
It's not B and D.
Okay.
I'm going to go with C. Creating algae blooms by rooting up and creating algae blooms on ponds and rivers and lakes.
Bingo.
Yep.
Their feeding behavior releases phosphorus. We've talked about this before. It clouds up the water and destroys spawning beds for bluegills, bass, and crappies specifically.
Yep.
They uproot vegetation. That's where they're most damaging.
It's terrible the amount of phosphorus that is released on Castle Rock flowage or lake or whatever you want to call it.
Yep. Yep.
The algae bloom on there, on the big old plain.
Oh, the big old plain. You can literally smell it when you drive over it in the summertime.
Literally, if you went out there in what they call the dog days, the hot, July, August and stuff like that there. If you went there at nighttime, your lights literally, there's so many particles on the surface from that algae coming up and creating that bloom.
You got no
your lights just bounce right off those, right up those and go into the sky.
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy. All right, Schmidty. When surface oxygen levels drop during hot nights, where do rough fish often move?
Oh, okay. I know the answer to this, but you can run them through. I don't know if I know the answer. Go ahead.
A, the shallowest banks. B, under docks. C, toward incoming flow or current.
Oh.
Or D, deeper weed lines.
I'm going to go with D, deeper weed lines. What? Is it towards water? Towards flowing water?
The answer is C, toward current or inflow.
I thought it was deep all the way
Moving
through.
water brings oxygen. Smart shooters know to scout inflow creeks or culverts on muggy nights.
Can you read the question again? I'm curious. I just want to hear it.
When surface oxygen levels drop.
Oh, man. I was thinking, I took it as surface temperature, like it was getting cold. Okay. I got it wrong. I got it wrong. 100%. Yep, that's wrong. Okay, I gotcha.
That's why in March, when some of those rivers here in Wisconsin
have a little open pocket,
dumping water into the lakes below them and start opening them up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Buckle up, buddy. About to get wild.
Those fish have been on low oxygen for 2 months now. Under the ice.
Yep.
The last 2 months of the season, they're lethargic or slow. Man, they need some fresh oxygen to get into their system.
Yep.
They go flying up to those spots where the ice is breaking up and that flow is coming in.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All right, Matthew. Grass carp are often introduced intentionally for vegetation control. But why are they controversial in open water American systems?
Okay. Yep.
Is it A, they carry diseases that harm catfish?
No.
Is it B, they reproduce rapidly without predation?
No.
C, they consume all the vegetation, including native plants essential for habitat?
Yes.
Or D, they outcompete most fish smaller than 12 inches?
I'm going with C, Schmitty.
C is correct. C is correct. They will consume all vegetation, including all of the important ones that game fish are using for habitat. Once they are established, they will strip lakes bare, eliminating shelter for young fish, and it also triggers wicked algae blooms.
Yep. It's amazing. You'll see these grassies that were introduced into these lakes and water systems. And when they first did that for the first several years, you'd go to the boat lanes and there'd be signs there. You can't catch or shoot grass carp.
Yeah, they were
off limits. Man, these are off limits.
Yep.
After 10, 15 years, they're like, come and shoot
Get them out of here.
They lost all their grass, all their vegetation.
Yep. All of their, what it always comes down to, too, is they're losing their fishing industry.
Absolutely.
If this big river, lake, body of water was a hot commodity for people coming there to spend money on gas, food, lodging, licenses, getting into a boat launch, money's disappearing.
And that's a good point there because we all think, they're wrecking the ecosystem, which they are.
Yeah.
But that's a good point that you bring because now you have all these bass tournaments.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Lodging, restaurants, gas stations. That brings a lot of revenue for 100%. Those areas.
And I hate
sport fishing.
That's where it probably stems from the most. It's the loss of money. Obviously we got to keep the waters how we need them to be as far as controlling invasives. But when you have areas that are 100% dependent on the fishing, I think of Devil's Lake. I go to Devil's Lake a lot to ice fish in the winter. I think to myself, if Devil's Lake were to get infested with common or silver carp, whatever you want to do, Devil's Lake, the town, would cease to exist.
Right.
The whole thing is built off of the fishing industry.
Right.
Every hotel, restaurant, everything.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's where it gets scary. People are losing their jobs, their businesses because of an invasive species.
It's funny you say that because Devil's Lake is not very big.
Yeah.
The city.
Oh, yeah, it's not at all.
Tiny.
But it's a busy place in the wintertime, I tell you what.
That's a central train hub station come December, January, and February.
Yep.
The trains are hauling people out there. You call it the Perch Patrol. Yep. Perch Patrol Express or something like that.
Something like that. Yep.
Trains are heading out there.
Yeah.
I took it one time years ago.
Yep. It's ridiculous. That industry out there thrives on the open water walleye fishing is great, and then they get all their money during those winter months when people are coming out there to fish. It's ridiculous. Something like that out there could be absolutely awful.
Right. I got to find another question here.
Ooh. Boy, but Matt, we're having fun. This podcast is running longer than I thought it was going to.
I got to find that one here.
Do you not have your papers organized, Mr. Schillinger?
I did, but I kind of think I ran out of questions.
Oh, I got two more for you if you want.
You got two more for you?
I do.
Right here's one, Schmitty.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
What year did John's Custom Boats build our current fan boat? A, 2014. B, 2015. C, 2016. Or D, 1991.
D. No, I'm gonna go with C, 2017.
That is correct, the Mundo.
Yep.
That's when John built the fan boat.
Would you care to know how I came up with that answer?
Sure.
I started here in 16. I fished with you multiple times on the F&F boat, the boat we had before the fan boat. So I knew I did that for a while. And then 2017, it's not like there was a 2018, so 2017 was where because I knew I was on that F&F for a year or two.
Very nice.
Yep. Okay, Matthew. When bow fishermen remove invasive carp, what immediate ecological benefit is most measurable?
There's a lot.
A, increased water temperature. B, reduced turbidity and improved water clarity. C, higher retail value on waterfront properties. Or D, decreased mosquito population.
My answer is going to go with B.
Correct.
Turbulent.
Reduced turbidity and improved water clarity.
Yeah.
Fewer carp means less sediment disturbance, leading to clearer water, more sunlight penetration, and a rebound of aquatic vegetation.
Absolutely.
Do you have one more, Matt?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I lost it.
Oh, gosh.
I changed my stuff around here.
Here we go again.
Schmitty?
Okay.
What is the water temperature for peak spawning for alligator gar?
Oh, geez. Okay. Give me my options.
A, 68 degrees. B, 71 degrees. C, 70 degrees. Or D, 73 degrees.
Okay, they're all so close. Okay. I seem to remember somebody contacting us saying that we should go down and shoot alligator gar. I don't know if they were spawning at this point, but in the month of April. So I'm going to go April temperatures down south. 70, 71, and 73 were all options. My mom and dad were born in 1970. My grandma's 73 years old. She's older. My parents were born in 70. 71 is not bad, but it's not correct. I'm going to go with 70 degrees.
Spawning typically occurs in late spring during peak water temps of 73 degrees.
Dang it.
D.
All right. That was a tough one.
But that's kind of a tricky one because that is peak spawning.
Okay, sure. I gotcha. Yep.
Normally it ranges from like 68 to 74 degrees.
It's like the whitetail rut.
But that is the peak.
Yeah.
That is a peak. Do you like bow hunting the peak of the rut?
No.
I hate it.
No, I don't either.
I hate it.
You know, that is such a misleading.
It is.
You know, because most of the time I think that the typical peak rut, and peak rut is classified by the time that the most does are getting bred.
Yes, I hate it.
Is typically the second week of November.
To me, that's like the October lull.
That is really hard because you've got, especially in our areas here, we have not a great buck to doe ratio.
Right.
Okay, there's a lot more does than bucks. I'm talking 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 4 to 1. It's somewhere in that realm. All the bucks are locked down.
Oh, it's terrible.
You got to pray that you get a buck right off a doe, and he doesn't happen to find a doe on his way to your hunting stand.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you got to have that doe drag him right across you.
Yep.
You got no
give
cruising.
Me the last week of October.
Give it to me. Force feed it to me.
Or the weekend before rifle season, a week before rifle season, when they come back out, and now you've got.
They got to focus on food.
That first couple of weeks in November, maybe the beginning is okay.
First week can be good.
But after that,
it gets tough.
It gets very tough. That week before deer season, it gets tough, man. There's like everything's like the woods is dead.
Yeah, it gets if you're either in it hot or you think nothing's there.
Yeah, if you have a hot doe come through on November 7th, you got a pretty good chance of having something there. But yeah, interesting. Okay.
My last question.
That was a peak.
That was a peak.
That was a peak.
My last question for you, Matthew. This one scares me. I was shaking in my boots. I was shaking in my Skechers slip-ons when I found this question.
What is serious stuff here?
Which invasive fish species has recently begun hybridizing with native buffalo populations, causing concern among biologists? Let me just reread my question. Okay, I'm going to reread my question. What combination of invasive fish are hybridizing to create a very scary hybrid combo? Okay? Not sure where native buffalo came into play. Erase that from your memory. Rewind that. Everyone that's listening, rewind that. There's no buffalo in this question.
Yep.
Which two species of invasive species are hybridizing to create the ultimate big, bad, awful fish? Okay? Is it A, silver and bighead carp, B, grass and common carp, B, bigmouth and smallmouth buffs, or D, common carp and goldfish?
Okay. It's not B. What was B?
Grass and common carp.
It's not B because I've never heard of a...
There's no
hybrids of a commoner.
Yep.
It is not C because you say invasive species where buffs and smallmouth are actually native.
Look at you problem solving your way through. This is cool.
What was D?
D was common carp and goldfish hybrid.
Yeah. You got kois.
You got your butterflies.
But I don't never hear them being crazy. Now I know, and I have seen some of these, actually, is the crossbreeding between silvers and bigheads. And you have a fish-consuming, plankton-eating freakazoid. So I'm going to go with the silvers and bigheads.
That is 100% correct.
Yeah.
Known as the hybrid Asian carp. Mm-hmm. These fish combine the worst of both species. You're talking massive size, rapid growth, broad adaptability, and prolific spawning and reproduction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. You know,
that's a scary thought.
We talked a little bit about the bigheads have the largest gill rakes.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's why it hurts.
Of any Asian species that's out there because they can consume so much of the plankton and zooplankton for your native fish fry to eat. And
those gill rakes, for anyone not familiar, they're like a screen.
You use it in your yard
to rake
up leaves.
Correct. They have rakes inside their gills. But it's like on their gills, it's like they have a screen. Like on a screen door, they've got a screen. The water flies through and it catches all the plankton. And they can do it in crazy quantities.
And that's why when you are targeting some of these species on certain nights, sometimes they will be sitting vertical like this here.
Yep. Look like a buoy.
Their lips will be just touching the surface. And they'll be opening and closing their mouths.
Yep.
And they're sucking in all that water off the surface, and it's going right through their gill rakes, and they're raking out every tiny little piece of zooplankton, plankton in there, and stealing it from the native fish fry and the native fish that rely on that for food. Paddlefish.
Oh, yeah.
But what I was getting at there with the rakes for our leaves, Derek, it's the same thing. Take somebody out there with a very small little rake.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. I got you.
And take one scoop and pull it towards you. Versus somebody that's got a big, wide, fancy, big one, and he does that with one. Look what the difference of leaves that you pull in. Same thing with a big head.
It's just in this standpoint, the leaves would be good. The plankton is good. Exactly. We don't want to deplete the water of the plankton.
Right.
You ever see like a alien movie when they're up in their mothership and they and they put a beam down and it just destroys everything in its path?
Oh, yes.
That's what that big head's carp is doing to the water. It's depleting it of all nutritional value for other fish. Plankton be gone. Asians and big heads thrive and survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have any more questions?
That is my final question.
That is my final question also.
That was a lot of questions.
That was a good job. That was very fun. We hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit about it because I think those are some great questions.
I did too. I think that was fun.
Even to some of us, it might sound very easy and simple.
Right.
A lot of stuff people don't know about that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was looking through it. I'm like, I'm learning. People who are listening are going to be learning. This is perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what time it is, Schmitty?
What time is it, Matt? Oh, it's this time.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get ready for Fish That You Wish. This fish comes to us from the state that is home to the world's largest tree, towering a staggering height of 275 feet with a diameter of over 36 feet at the base and estimated to be around 2,200 years old. The state animal is extinct, and 80% of the world's almonds are produced here. Got a clue?
No.
I'm talking the Golden State of California.
That's what I was going to say. Dang it. Okay.
This fish was shot June 15th, 2014 by Patrick Eager, weighing in at an incredible 544.8 pounds. This Mako shark is the BAA California state record and the BAA world record.
Wow. Now that's a fish you wish you shot. I have a question for you, Matt.
Yes, sir.
What, am I thinking of a California flag with like a brown bear on it or something?
It's a grizzly bear.
Well, they're not extinct.
In California, they are.
Well,
in the state, they are.
You trickery.
I did not.
You said that the animal's extinct. That's why I didn't guess California.
The state animal is extinct. So does...
California, that's cool. You don't hear California a lot for a bullfishing aspect.
I throw it out there. I throw it out there. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Big old
Interesting.
Mako. Good Lord.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Schmitty. That's going to do it for the Bowfishing Buzz, episode 111, brought to you by AMS Bowfishing and
Megamouth Bowfishing as well. Also, our fantastic sponsors, Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA, and Designs Leatherwork and Embroidery. Guys, they both do great work. If you're needing some work done, hit them both up. Efficiency's got the great lights, and Designs can make anything for you. Boat wraps, hats. They gave us some awesome hoodies.
Yes.
Check them out, guys. Absolutely.
Right. Also, Schmitty, once again, a big shout out to our little buddy, Landon Conley.
Oh, Landon's back.
On yet another BAA youth record for Kentucky. This being a bowfin that weighed 3.40 pounds.
Nice shooting, Landon. That's very cool.
Also, a shout out to Andrew Mack, who sent us a message telling us about his California BAA state record channel catfish weighing in at 13.9 pounds.
Nice.
But get this, Andrew also said he has 4 pending records on the same day. So apparently, it's the first time anyone will have gotten 4 state records in 3 separate states on the same day.
Wow.
And that's because the river he goes to touches Arizona, California, and Nevada.
Oh, smart thinking there, Andrew. That's very cool.
So now he's just waiting for those to go through. And Andrew also said he shot all of those with the Retriever TNT.
Bing pot,
Woo!
baby. An AMS proud product out there.
Absolutely.
Raking in the records. To go off that, Matt, guys, we have everything in stock, ready to rock and roll. Big game season's in full swing. Matt and I are going to be out in the shop building products, whether it's megamouths, retrievers, arrows, accessories, arrow rests. We got it all.
Yep.
And, baby, we're made in the USA.
Boom,
and
boom.
we are extra proud to say that, especially now.
Yep.
So check us out, guys. We got you covered for all your bowfishing needs.
That's right. Get out there. Fall bowfishing is wonderful. Good luck deer hunting. Be safe on the water or in the woods. And from all of us here at AMS Bowfishing and Megamouth Bowfishing, we wish you the best of luck. And remember, aim low.
Think big. Thanks for listening, guys.